just been started. Tomorrow we all fast. Every Muslim mass. Now Isha time is here. It's time to leave for prayer. The Imam is in the mosque.
Switch this music
on. Come out soon. We're off to see the Ramadan.
Ustad Bahan, what are you doing?
It's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Never has that emoji been more relevant, sir. Sir, you know it's sport week. What are you going to have to do?
Well, you know how quick I am, and so does Mr. Mannion, so I'll quickly run home and I'll be back. Give me 10 seconds.
Okay, off you go. Come on, sir, we're waiting.
Not quite the 10 seconds that Mr. Mannion would have had, but very close to start behind. Well done.
Yeah, Mr. Mannion, your record still stands, do not worry. That was quite quick though, of Salvahar, well done. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Miss Turner. Good morning, everybody.
Yay, good morning. Morning, everybody. Morning, all of you out there on your sofas. We are very excited, as you can tell by the cheeky grins on all of our faces, to see you all. We are particularly excited that the learning in the assembly this week is all about sport. Sport, as you know, plays a massive part in our school. So we've been really, I can feel my hair flopping. Really looking forward to this one. Hope you are too. Right. What shall we do next, sir? Shall we do a bit of singing?
Yeah, a bit of singing.
Let's do a bit of singing. So like we always do, let's show that we're visible, let's show that we're present to God by singing our song, Here I Am to Worship. Hit it, DJ Candia and the Candia clan. The Candias are here en masse today.
Nice and loud, everyone.
Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you. Hope of a life spent with you. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that God's my God. Altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me.
Keep going, everybody. Great job.
King of all angels, so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Glory to the earth, Creator, all for the sake He did fall. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that was my God. Altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me.
Awesome job, everybody. Awesome job as well.
Getting better, isn't it?
Definitely.
Week on week. Well done.
On week. So we're going to mix it up this week, actually. And normally, we know that Ustad Bahan does our little talk, our little homily, and then Mr. Jones reads our story. But today, we thought, why not? Why not just mix it up a little bit? So we've swapped over. So we're going to hand over to Mr. Jones.
So, for those of you who know, I quite like a bit of sport. I'm not very good at football. Much prefer rugby, being a Welshman. It's a much better game. We love that one. And I think Wales are pretty good at it as well. But I'm not very good at playing rugby. For me, running is the sport that I really enjoy. And I started to get into it when I was at university, and now I run half marathons. I was meant to do a marathon last year, but just didn't do enough training to get to it. So my story this week is about a person whose hashtag, Mrs. Turner, is no human is limited. And I thought that was really important, and I thought it was really, really nice, particularly at this time that we find ourselves in. And if I could have the next slide, please, Angies. My assembly talk today is about this man. Shout out if you know who this man is. No, it's very quiet. It's very quiet. This man is called Eliud Kipchoge, and he is the fastest marathon runner in the world.
Wow.
Not just in Great Britain, not just back from Africa where he's from, but in the world. And his story is from running 2 miles to school every day to breaking, wait for it, are you ready? The 2-hour marathon time barrier.
Say that again, sir. Say that again.
He went from running 2 miles a day to get to school to breaking the 2-hour marathon time barrier. Who knows how many miles are in a marathon? Yeah. 26.2. 26.2 miles in under 2 hours. So here's his story. On a seemingly normal Saturday morning in October 2019, one of the most famous barriers in sport was broken by Eliud Kipchoge as he became the first person to go under 2 hours for the marathon. The Kenyan distance runner took on the great challenge in Austria, Vienna. Aided by a team of pacemakers, and that's important, he didn't do it on his own, aided by a team of pacemakers and with a support car, he posted a time of 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds. Just 20 seconds under the 2 hours. And you can see there he is. He is the only person to ever run a marathon in that time. And it was over 50 years since the last barrier was broken, and that was Sir Roger Bannister, who ran a mile in under 4 minutes. And that was in 1954, so a lot of time has gone past. But what makes him special...
Sorry, sir, just to interrupt. When did you... You know what's coming.
Don't ask me the maths.
No.
1954.
Same year as you were born.
1954, I was 3 actually. In 1954, he broke the time barrier for a mile in under 4 minutes. Now, the bit that I really like is everybody told Kipchoge he couldn't do it. Even scientists told Kipchoge that nobody, no human, would be able to run a marathon in under 2 hours for at least another 65 years. They'd done all of their research, they'd looked at a lot of different data sets, and they'd looked at the evolution of humans and said, nobody can do it. But he did. He'd also won medals in the Rio Olympics, and he'd also won medals in Athens. But no human has ever run under 2 hours to complete a marathon. The iconic distance of 26 miles, 385 yards, was broken on that day. I'm going to go back to his hashtag because Eliud's hashtag on Twitter is no human is limited. And for me, now more than ever, and in all aspects of our lives, this is truer than we've ever known. We may have challenges. We may face challenges in our daily lives, but those are only temporary. We are not limited in our approach. We are not limited in the way that we approach things. We are not limited. And when we return to normal, we must remember the challenges we have faced and the ways that we've tackled them. And we've got a challenge to prove Elliot right, to prove that no human is limited. So my challenge to you as we start our 6th week of isolation is, what are you going to do today, this week, this month, to show that you are strong and to show that you are not limited? To you, Miss.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. What a powerful message and what a powerful mantra to have for our lives. Hashtag no human is limited. Fabulous stuff. Something for us to definitely think about during this week. And what a lovely link, sir, towards our stars of the week. Because actually, these 14 children have shown really clearly last week that they aren't limited and they have done some absolutely cracking things. So excited. This is fast becoming one of our favourite times of the week, isn't it, sir? It really is. It really is. So, without any further ado, let's head on over. Ta-da! And then there was light. Let's head over to London, and we're going to Zingerville, Ali. Zingerville has got Star of the Week for London because, let me read it. She's read 14 books on Epic.
Wow.
She's had a go at our weekly writing lesson on Hobble. Big shout out to Simon. Hope that you're watching. Completed some of her Arabic work and has had time to help her parents prepare food for iftar.
Wow.
Zingerville.
That's amazing.
I need you at my house if you're able to do all of those things.
Definitely.
Good girl. That's an absolutely amazing start of the week for us to start off with. Excellent stuff. Now we're heading over to Cairo and we're going to Manor. Manor has got the Star of the Week this week for this reason. It has been excellent to see you engaging with your home learning. You have been so busy this week and have shared with me the fantastic things that you have been up to. I have been impressed that you have completed every single challenge that I have set you, even dancing in the rain. Wow! Excellent, 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 excellent. Fantastic work, Manor. Brilliant. Right, heading on up to Delhi. We're going to year 1 and we're going to Ruqayya. Ruqayya's got Star of the Week this week for taking part in every scavenger hunt and even won 2 of them.
Wow, brilliant.
Wowee! Well done, Ruqayya. Keep up the good work. Mr. Brailsford is very proud of you. Excellent stuff. Quick shimmy on over to Manchester, to Nun.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. We've not had this before. This is a first. Nun is actually in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. This is a bit impressive. Right, Nun. Come on up, Nun. You get to get your one in person. Oh, she's running. She's running. Nun has got Star of the Week this week for still social distancing. Nun has got Star of the Week for taking part in the online learning as well as being in school every day. She has done the most reading on Epic books. Well done, Nun. Good girl. Excellent.
Well,
So, let's give her a clap. Excellent stuff. We're just having a breather there. Then we've got year 2. We're going on over to Khartoum and we're going to Marjan. Marjan has been very busy this week. She has researched animals which live in ocean habitats.
Brilliant.
Using her iPad, and she's then created a fact file on these animals. Marjan has also shared with me her gardening skills, hashtag Charlie Dimmock, and She showed her planting, these videos have shown her planting her sunflower seeds.
Beautiful. Nice to see that grow.
Marjan, we are very much looking forward to seeing how tall your sunflowers get. That's wonderful stuff. Excellent. Good girl. Oh, shoelaces come undone. I'll have to do that up for later. The next bit. Mohammed Azim Hussein in Cardiff. Well done. You have got this Star of the Week for, it's a long one, for his continued dedication and hard work every day with his home learning. Azim is regularly completing activities and sharing his learning since the lockdown. This week, Azim has sent in photos of all the White Rose maths lessons completed beautifully in his home learning book. Well done, Azim. I am very proud of you.
And Mr. Ford was so proud that she sent me a copy of them ready to go on Class Dojo whole school story later on. Well done, Azim.
Sorry.
Top marks, top
Azim, that's not happened before,
Nope,
has it?
not yet.
So no child's work has gone whole school
No.
Class Dojo.
No, first one.
Awesome job. Excellent stuff. Right, moving on up to York then, and we go to Abu Bakr. Abu has got Star of the Week this week because he's really impressed me with his improved motivation and attitude to learning. He has been working really hard on making sure his work is great, and he has made astounding progress with his times tables. 8 times 8. Bet you got that, Abu. I'll be back, I got that.
Yeah.
I'll be back. 7 fours. A bit slow on that one, bit slow on that one. Slow on that one. Don't worry, I'm not going to fire any questions. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, we are going to Bukhara next. And we're going to Mohammed Isa Adnan. Mohammed Isa Adnan has got this for being a maths champ. We've got quite a lot of maths going on this week, haven't
Loads
we,
of
sir?
maths, yeah, definitely.
I've got it. Sorry, everybody. Isa initially found fractions a little bit tricky, but after practice and determination, a bit like your friend, he excelled in his work. I am proud of you, Isa. Gorgeous, gorgeous Star of the Week. Well done, young man. Excellent job. Quick shimmy on over to Konya, and we've got Jamila. Jamila has been posting lots of pieces of her work to her portfolio to show me what she has been getting up to and producing some excellent pieces of work. I was particularly impressed with her photos of her helping to make a shed in her garden. A shed? It was great to see such super teamwork from you and your siblings, Jamila. So a bit of teamwork going on. Can we see the photo of the finished shed, please, Mum and Dad? We would love to see that. We would like a couple of sheds in our school grounds, so we know where to come. We're open to you. Great stuff.
Brilliant.
Super stuff. Over to Edinburgh. So are you ready?
Oh.
Do you know who's got the Star of the Week in Edinburgh?
No.
I know you could choose from.
I could choose lots of children in Edinburgh. I've spoken to lots of them.
It's going to Alian.
Oh, brilliant.
Alian, Star of the Week for his great attitude to home learning. You are working hard with all of your tasks and giving it your all. You have been working hard at home with your mum.
Yeah, I know that.
Completing schoolwork and also being, this one makes my heart go all warm, and also being a really helpful big brother.
Yeah, definitely has. I spoke to Alian last week, and he's been spending lots of time helping his mum and looking after his little brother, so I was really pleased. I'm well proud of that one. Well done.
Excellent stuff. Well done, Alian. You are a star. Keep it up. Very, very special. Okay, we're off to Istanbul, and we're going to Ara Marie. Ara's getting this for showing great enthusiasm with his maths work on decimals. We know that decimals can sometimes be a little bit tricky, so excellent. In fact, I don't think I've ever read a Star of the Week out for decimals.
No.
Oh, you're the first. Well done, Ara. Well done. You're the first to ever get one for decimals. Super stuff. Now we're moving on over to Cambridge. That's a very special city to us, sir, isn't it? Why is Cambridge particularly special, Starbuck?
Cambridge, at the moment, there's the first eco-mosque that has been built there. So one of the great scholars of this country, great academic, Mr. Tim Winter, who's also known as Sheikh Abdul Hakim Murad, he's fronted a project where people from all over the world have contributed to make the first eco mosque. So it's a really exciting place.
And not only is that mosque sensitive and gentle to the environment, it is also stunning, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning. It's somewhere where we're hoping to go as a school for a trip, but
I know that some of our children have been, some of our families have been to visit that, and they brought back some leaflets. It looked brilliant.
fabulous stuff. So we're at Cambridge. We know all about the mosque.
Can we
And
just pause there for a second, because if we just look at the message that's coming in, Mrs. Nazar, we can't see you, but Mrs. Nazar has got a huge smile on her face and fantastic maths learning. A very impressed maths leader.
our maths leader, look at that big smiley face on the
Yes.
comment. Excellent
Yes.
stuff. Excellent, fabulous stuff. So, Fizzer, you're getting the Star of the Week in Cambridge this week, and you're getting it. Wowee. She has worked incredibly hard on our twisted fairy tale,
Oh, yeah.
and has responded to marking and amended her word. Keep it up, Fizzer. Anything that's tagged as a twisted fairy tale, you know I need to see.
Yeah.
So, Miss Khalid, could you send that through to me, please? I'd really like to see that. Sounds fabulous. I wonder which fairy tale you went for.
Mm.
Teddy's favourite at the minute is Teddy. I know you're watching. Good morning, darling. Teddy's favourite is definitely Jack and the Beanstalk.
Good choice.
Definitely Jack and the
Good choice.
Beanstalk. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, we've got two left. We're up in year 6. We're going first of all to Dublin. Dublin Star of the Week is Yasin. Yasin's getting Star of the Week for Dublin this week because he's been doing some great learning on White Rose maths and showing excellent reasoning with some of his explanations.
Brilliant. Good boy. Well done.
Wow, Mr. Czar, what's been happening in maths this week? Everybody's been having a little nibble of maths this week, haven't they? Wowee, excellent stuff. And finally, last but not least, we're in Tarim and we're going to Habiba.
Ooh.
Habiba, she is our first ever double, say it twice, privilege card owner in Tarim after reaching the fantastic milestone of 200 dojos. How incredible. As well as this, she has also managed to make a big contribution for Tarim on this week's Timetable Rockstars Battle.
Awesome. That's brilliant news.
Amazing stuff, Habiba. Absolutely amazing. It's joyous to read out those 14 certificates. It absolutely is. But we know that there are hundreds of other examples of people being absolute superstars. So already I'm getting butterflies in my tummy thinking about who's going to get the certificates next week. So make sure you're sending all your great stuff through to all of your teachers on Class Dojo so that we know about it. That's really important.
Definitely.
Let's put our hands together and give those 14 children a massive Zaytouna round of applause. And I think next, sir, we'll go over and we'll learn about another star, another superstar who's Great Star Planet.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Will do. So I'm doing the reading today, and one of my stars is Muhammad Ali. First, just because of his name, I love the name Muhammad Ali, and secondly, because of the inspirational character that he was. And he's an amazing person. He did great work. It was unfortunate that he suffered from illness near the end of his life, but that didn't stop his lovely character still coming out even into his old age. So Muhammad Ali, and also I love reading non-fiction. I don't really read much fiction. My favorite genre is non-fiction. Very much different to my daughter, Fatima. We're kind of opposites in that. So it begins, these are lovely books. So these are called Little People, Big Dreams. These are stories about great role models that we can learn about or we can take lessons from. So it says, once there was a little boy from Kentucky who knew he would go far in life. His name was Cassius, and he lived in a little house with parents and a young brother. One day, somebody stole his brand new bicycle. He told the police officer that he wanted to face the thief. The officer said, Cassius, you better learn how to fight first. In other words, if you're going to do something like that, you need to be strong. Although we don't take the law into our own hands. So what he did, soon Cassius was learning how to box. He was not the strongest fighter, but he had a secret weapon. He was faster than anyone else. And this is another reason why I like Muhammad Ali, because I think I'm as fast as Muhammad Ali is. Excuse me. So then he says, fight after fight, Casey has proved himself as a junior boxer. His talent took him to the Olympics in Rome, where he won a gold medal, but it was not enough. He dreamt of going professional. Amazing. So initially he started off with a bit of a bad intention. He wanted to face the thief and he wanted to take revenge. But then he went into boxing and then he changed and he took that sport into a profession. So he says he trained harder than ever, and not just in the ring. Casey has set his sights on the World Heavyweight Championship. Another great quality there, working really hard. You know, if you work hard, you can achieve anything, like we just heard from Mr. Jones as well. Some of his wonderful lines, I float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. It's one of my favorite lines. So he was really good in the ring. Even though other people were bigger than him, they looked stronger than him, he was still faster than them. So we'll just skip a few things. He became world champion. What happens later on is he becomes a Muslim. So he also became inspired by the teachings of Islam and changed his name to Muhammad Ali, a beautiful Arabic name that made him feel strong and proud to be himself. And we know in sports that the Prophet ﷺ enjoyed sports and he would encourage sports. So the Prophet ﷺ did horse riding, he did archery, he did swimming, and he did wrestling. When we say wrestling, we don't mean WWF where people throw tables and chairs.
We're not talking Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior,
No.
Big Daddy.
We're talking about grappling. It's grappling. It's almost like human chess. That's another way of explaining it. So later on, he was told to go to war, but he stood for his values and he said, I'm not going to war. I'm not going to fight in a war that's unjust. And because of that, he wasn't allowed to box and all of his titles were taken away from him. But he never stopped. And there's so many lessons we can take from him. He's just amazing. He's such an amazing, inspirational figure. So he says when Ali did come back, he did it only the greatest. When Ali came back, he did it as only the greatest do. The Ali Shuffle, the rope-a-dope. He won some of his most famous fights, becoming the first boxer to win the heavyweight belt 3 times. It's just phenomenal. And this is him in his old age. So when he grew older, Ali was admired and loved by people from all around the world. And when he retired, he gave all that love back by working for charities and helping others. Yeah. So what a wonderful, inspirational character for us all. I hope we can take some great lessons from Muhammad Ali. And sports is very, very important. It's very important religiously. Remember, at Zaytouna, we're all about mind, body, and soul. It's about the balance. We worship, but we also keep our bodies fit and healthy. We eat well, and we exercise as well. So, inshallah, especially during this month of Ramadan, exercise and let's get healthy, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir. Wow, another inspirational role model there for us to look to. So a few words that I picked out from what you've just read. This idea of being strong, of being proud, and then, of course, flying like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. This leads us on to the final part of our assembly, which is the physical activity, which is the game challenge part of it. Right, heads up, you need to get into pairs, okay? So for example, Mr. Jones and Ustad, you're going to be a team. Okay, so you're a team, okay?
Yeah.
There are a list of challenges, which I hope you can see. If not, we'll shout them out anyway, up on the screen. And we're going to do a physical activity relay. I'm not going to explain this. I'm going to hand over to our very own Joe Wicks, who is in the building. Lawrence, let's give Lawrence a round of applause. So I'm going to be with Lawrence, and Ustad Bahan is going to be with Mr. Jones. Mums and dads, if you are able to take photos or little videos of the children taking part in this and then sending them through to us, just letting us know whether we're allowed to put them on our social media and our website, we would absolutely love to see you taking part. Just accept you're not going to win now, because Lawrence and we're going to win. We're the winners, all right? So it's just for you guys, it's just about taking part, all right? Because we're going to win.
We've decided we're going to go on the stage because
Oh.
we're going to win.
Yeah.
Okay, they're on the stage. Right, so first of all, we'll just have a practice, everybody. So, Lawrence, if you could just explain to us what we need to do, and we'll all just have a practice. So a bit of a warm-up. Children in the studio, stand up. You might as well take part as well. Right, off we go, Lawrence.
Ready? Okay, so the first one that we have 5 squats. Okay, if you don't know what a squat is, just copy off me. So we're going to put our feet shoulder width apart. Okay, toes pointing out a little bit if you want to. Okay, we're going to squat down as if we're sitting on a chair, and then stand back up. Okay, is that a bit tough, Nick? That's tough. Okay, so we've got 5 of those to do. If we're doing the relay, I'm going to do 5 first, okay, and then Miss Turner is going to do 5 after. Okay, have we got that? Yeah? Should we start this side?
Yeah, that side.
Okay.
And then 5 that side, and then we can see who's going to win these races.
So when Lawrence has done his 5, then I do my 5, and then we hand back over to Lawrence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I talk through them as we
Yeah.
go on to each one?
Yeah.
Okay?
So
Yes.
are we going to go into competition mode?
Competition. straight
Oh,
away.
okay. Are you ready,
I might take
everybody?
my jacket off first.
Okay. So remember, that person on that side does it first. When they finish, we go.
And everybody should be really good at this because this was our PE challenge last week. So, well done.
We're ready.
Well, we need the music, sir. So it's 5 squats, 5 high knees, 5 star
Do them
jumps,
all.
5 broad. Should we just do it?
Yeah, let's just do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
5 squats, 5 high knees, 5 star jumps, 5 broad.
Broad
It's
jump.
broad jump.
You sure a broad jump is? Okay, so we'll get into this, guys. A broad jump, we get ready, put our hands behind our back like this. Okay, we do a big jump forward as far as we can, and then run backwards quick. Okay, there are broad jumps.
And then-
Okay,
And then 5
side step squat. So a side step squat, and then a side step to the side, then we squat down.
Okay.
Okay, 5
Right.
of those.
Ready.
You're ready.
When the music goes, I'll count down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 5 squats. 2, 3, 4, 5. Premise.
Go, sir.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Okay, big jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quick. Okay, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't miss. Quick. 5. There it is.
Okay. Right. Have your heart are racing. We're going to go again. Okay? We're going to go again.
Right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't miss.
Be smaller. 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't miss. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Big guns. 1, 2, 3, 4,
We're ahead of you.
5. Don't miss.
They're cheating. 5. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. 5. We're tired, guys.
Are we all tired?
Everyone's pumped and racing. We'll let you win, right? Good.
Okay, we come to the end of our. Okay, well done, everybody. So, mums and dads, if you have been able to get photos and videos, do please send them through to us. We would love to see them. We'd love to share with them. I imagine you beat us because So unfortunately, you got the oldie with you. So and then obviously, Mr. Jones.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay, we'll do it again later. Thank you so much for joining us again for our assembly. Like I said at the start, these are absolutely our favourite things. Whew. These are absolutely the favourite things that we do, because we normally come together every Monday, and it feels very special to be able to still do that, even under these strange circumstances. So a massive, massive thank you. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy your learning all around sport. And so what is the theme next week?
Theme next week?
I can't remember.
Sport? I'm not sure.
Oh, it's a secret.
Yeah.
It's a secret.
There's some good themes coming up though.
Yeah, there are.
Watch out on Class Dojo later for a story from me related to sport. We read a chapter a day, so that should be a good one.
Fabulous stuff. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Take care, stay connected, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.
Bye.